Hello and welcome to ChinnyVision. Hey, 16K. C16 is a machine that doesn't necessarily get a lot of love, a little bit overlooked, certainly in the UK in favour of the Spectrum, the Commodore and the Amstrad CPC in terms of the 8-bits, but there's a plethora of games available for it, including lots by Mastertronic. Actually, I don't own a C16, I own a Plus 4, which is the enhanced 64K version with the 4 built-in applications, hence the name Plus 4. Mastertronic released lots and lots of games for the C16, and I've been ordering lots, and they've been building up on my shelf, so I thought, hey, what better thing to do than run through 6 of the games I've got here that I haven't played before, and just look at them here on ChinnyVision. So I'm starting up the first game, and it's Prospector Pete by Mastertronic. All these games are in fact by Mastertronic, and all £1.99. C16 games don't take very long to load, and I'm going to demonstrate that by actually loading in Prospector Pete in real time, so you can see how long it takes to load. It's actually not quite loading yet because it's still going through the leader, but you'll soon see when the game does start to load, hopefully. Most of these games seem to come with a speed loader as well, so 16K game size combined with the speed loader makes for really speedy loading. And as this thing actually can do anything, I'm loading these from the real tape. Sometimes I use SD cards and various things on this channel. Here we go, Found Pete. These are 6 games that I've bought at various stages on eBay. They've been sitting on my shelf. They're all Mastertronic. So now you're going to see, now it's found the game, how quickly it takes to load. My Plus 4 actually didn't come with a data set, so I had to order one separately. It's not really necessary to have one these days if you don't want to load original tapes. You can get the SD2 IEC from the future as 8-bit, plug that into your Plus 4 or C16, you can have SD card loading. I think the cost of that's about £35–40. Really good thing to have, because then you don't have the unreliability of tape, because of course we've got no guarantee this tape is going to load. The excitement, the trepidation, the jeopardy of loading this game from tape here on ChinnyVision. Also, while I desperately try and fill the time it takes, how long it takes for this to load. And it shouldn't be long, hopefully. Noverload's the name of the speed loader used on these games. It does load in pretty quickly. That's it. You see, there you go. I said it was quick. That's it. Here we are. British Software presents Prospector Pete. I think I've seen this name, British Software, on a few C16 games. Welcome to my latest C16 game. And here we go. And it's from the instructions that I've read, it's what you have to do is run round and you pick up all the diamonds and all the power-ups and everything you can find and get the most points. It's Boulder Dash meets Dig Dug meets lots of other games like that in this era. And what happens is the level fills up with this gas, or is it water, I don't know, that follows you around, so you need to move pretty quickly. So we've got 2 more things to get on this level. There's some diamonds there and a bag of cash up there, because of course you always find bags of cash in mines. And do I have to get back to the entrance? Get to the exit? There you go, that's level 1 done. You've also got dynamite you can drop to kill those little baddies that chase after you. So we should be on to level 2, and yes, it's exactly the same thing really. By looks of it, just slightly different placement of the various things laid out through the level. Perhaps that is that water or gas or something chasing after me, I don't know. You do need to keep moving. It's quite fun. It's quite fun. All done in 16K. Obviously I have to be careful there not to overlap with the bit there, because if I touch that it will leak out. Right, over here. Down we go. I haven't played this game before. But yeah, it's quite fun. No, quite like this. Over to game 2, and this is Mr. Puny Verse, which, as I recall, was a segment on the Late Breakfast Show with Noel Edmonds, a show that came to an unfortunate end after a man was killed, and not live on air as people think he was, but actually during rehearsal for a stunt. But Mr. Puniverse was a section on that show. Don't know if this is officially endorsed or not. Although, actually, no, the back of the packaging seems to suggest it is. And this is Big Mac, isn't it? This is Big Mac. A rather good platformer Jet Set Willy type game on the C16. It must this. Oh yeah, the back of the packet, the back of the packaging. Yeah, it says this is Big Mac 2. So why not just call this Big Mac 2? I completely failed to see the link with the late breakfast show. No, there's no link at all really, is there? Don't know, perhaps there was some promotion or something. Perhaps the TV people watching this might be able to fill me in that there was some kind of link. I don't know. And you can drop as far as you like. You don't die. It's Big Mac. We all know Big Mac. This screen's called Ha Ha. Does that mean there's some horrible trap in there? I don't know. Can I get it out of here? Alright, I can get it out of here. Big Mac was a game I enjoyed on the C16. Oh, yeah. Things like that happen. It's a Jet Set Willy type game, really. Type of game I quite like. Especially when it's well implemented. I know I've gone and attacked a few games like that, which was that dreadful Chubby Gristle. That was absolutely terrible. But on the C16 with limited hardware, I always found Big Mac, the first game, fun. This seems to be just a continuation. It's the same. Oh, ha ha, I see. Oh, I get it. Yes, I get trapped. And the old Big Mac thing of getting trapped in these things. And the only way is to let the clock run down as I mash all the keys on the keyboard. No getting out of here. Let's mash these keys and see if I can. Yeah. Right, jump cut, next screen, and it's very, very familiar. If you like Big Mac, you're going to enjoy this. I've got to say there's not really much new here. It's exactly the same kind of thing. It's exactly the same code with slightly different screens. No bad thing. If it's a game you see around and you like platformers, especially if you don't have Big Mac 1, then yeah, this is probably one to go for. Next up, on cue, and it's a pool game. Now, the C16 has lots of colours, but they're not in use here. We appear to be differentiating the ball between crosses on them and no crosses. Alright, so position my ball, position my aim. Right, can I get this right? That's the power. Do I get a ball in? So far, so good, although no ball in. The physics are a little bit, oh dear, mate, oh no. Another computer gets a shot. Why don't I get another? Oh, I can't remember the rules of pool. Do you get another shot after you break? Pool people. I haven't played pool for years. I seem to remember I thought you could break and then get another. Don't know. Honestly, don't know. Anyway, here we are playing. Right, it's my go again now. Can I get that ball there in? And there's colour clash if the balls overlap. Oh, joy. So we've got two balls overlapping. It's even harder to see what they are. Right, can I get that in? It's not going to go in, is it? The physics aren't good enough. No. The balls travel along, then suddenly, very suddenly stop. Quite unlike a ball in real life, which would just get slower and slower and slower and stop. No, these balls travel along, then come to a dead halt. Not really enjoying this. I'm thinking of the Amsoft on the CPC pool and snooker games, which are actually quite playable and probably done about the same kind of memory. This doesn't quite work. It's not particularly fun. Part of that's the ball physics, part of that's the colour clash when the balls get too close to each other, and part of that is just it's not appealing really. Another game, Hektik. I've had the Future was 8-bit mentioned a few times that he's played, I think, by Martin Ellis, 1986. No luxuries like title screen music here on the C16. There's simply not enough memory. Oh, it's Run and Goes Digging. Or, as everyone else, or non-Amstrad owners will know, Space Panic. So we dig a hole, we let the aliens fall in, and we... Oh, no, that was quick. On the rather rubbish +4 joystick, which is a bit spongy and unresponsive, you don't get much chance to... Right, where can I dig? A lot of ladders. Seems to be more ladders than I'm used to, but I'm low. To be fair, I'm used to Roll and Goes Digging. Right, so dig the hole. Come on, baddie, go in the hole. Right, okay. Come on. Yay, I got one. Get two. Can I get two? Can I get two? Come on, fall in the hole. There's one coming up behind me. There's one coming up behind me. Can I get him in the hole? Oh! Right, get him. No, he climbs out. Oh. I've always liked Roll and Goes Digging / Space Panic. Quite a fun little game. And this seems to be a fairly decent implementation according to the instructions. There's different difficulty levels, so it will get harder as the game goes on. The baddies will become more aggressive. I quite like this. I really do. It's fun. It looks attractive. That's a good clone of a arcade game. No, it's quite good. Right, got him. Come on, one more. Can I clear this level? Can I clear this level? Dig the hole. Come on, joystick. Respond. No! Ah! This game would be more fun with a better joystick. On to the next game. It's called Squirm. This one's by Mr. Chip Software, who did lots of C16 games, who I think became Magnetic Fields. And did Lotus and Supercars as well on the Amiga. Squirm, you're a Pac-Man type figure going around the screen. You've got to collect all the eggs. I've died there. What's happened now? Basically, you've got to collect all the eggs until the level ends. So, right. And the caterpillar lays the eggs, and there's another caterpillar. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Right, so I've got one. Right, get those, eat those eggs. There. Which one is the queen one? They're all the same. It all looks... I mean, are these UDG graphics? Just save memory. Apparently this game's got thousands and thousands of levels. I think some kind of randomly generated thing. Right, getting quite close to the end of the level now. So we've gone to darkness. Well, the queen thing's still laying eggs. Right, I've got 30. Right, tells me at the top there how many more eggs I've got to get. 20, 10. There we go. Bonus run now. Oh, that's... You see, that looks quite attractive. All those colours there, those colour blocks. They look really nice. Do you like that? It looks better than the main game. Very attractive. On to level 2. Does the C16 have UDGs? I'm not that up on C16 stuff. I mean, these do look like user-defined graphics. Oh, different layout on level 2 here. I've got to get moving quickly. Oh, ho, ho. What's that thing moving around the screen? It's like in Ghostbusters with the key and the gatekeeper wandering around. Do I have to capture that thing, that bottle? Where is he? Right. 139 eggs to get. Quite like this. Looks very basic. Your first impression is, oh, this is going to be terrible. But actually, when you get into it, it's quite fun. Looks very basic. I still don't understand what happens when I die here. When the level collapses down. Probably shouldn't read the instructions, but I'm just quickly playing through these. On to the next game. This is Street Olympics, a game I often saw for sale for the C16. Daley Thompson's Decathlon clone, I'm guessing. And this is the sprint. Waggle left and right, left and right, left and right. On the world's worst joystick. Got speed control and distance control, and the record is 15 seconds. I've beaten the record, and I'm still running. I'm still running. I'm still running. I'm still running. Is there a finish line? But the timing's finished. I don't know what's going on. I'm still running. No, right, you have to slow down to finish, right. And the jog is exactly the same as the sprint, except longer. So you've got 4 events in this game. 2 of them are exactly the same. Right, this is the jump. And this is pretty much the same as the sprint and the jog so far. I presume we're going to have to press fire at some stage. Press fire now. Right, jump. And press fire now. So essentially this is the same as levels 1 and levels 2, except you have to jump over some things. Right. Now we've got throw. We're running and we're throwing. That is absolutely terrible. If you bought that, you would be very disappointed. So that's a quick look at 6 C16 games at random. These are just 6 games that happen to come up on eBay that I've bought at various times and been sitting on my shelf. The worst 2 really are Street Olympics and On Cue. Street Olympics offers 4 events, 2 of which are absolutely identical, the jog and the sprint. Terrible game. The pool game, not as bad as Street Olympics, but not fun. There are some semi-okay pool and snooker games on the early 8-bits. This isn't one of them. For some reason, there's no colour difference between the balls, and I don't like the ball physics. Bit of a shame, really. Squirm is a game that initially looks unattractive, but you know what? The more you play it, the more you come to like it. It's actually quite a good fun game with lots of variation between the levels. Quite enjoyed it. Mr. Puniverse is Big Mac 2. It certainly, I think, has more screens than the original Big Mac game. There's no real link with the Late Late Breakfast Show. It's just some marketing thing that Mastertronic have come up with, but a decent platformer. The 2 best games are Prospector Pete and Hektik. Prospector Pete is a real joy for people who are a fan of Dig Dug and Boulder Dash. That leaves us with Hektik, which is a really decent clone of Space Panic. It looks really polished and nice colourful graphics, very similar to the arcade. Certainly holds out among other Space Panic clones such as Roland Goes Digging on the other 8-bits. The thing is about the C16, there's lots and lots of games, especially by Mastertronic, to try out. This is just 6 of them. Even at random there, you can see just for a couple of pounds each, even less than that, you can get something that's interesting. It might be slightly rubbish, like Street Olympics, but you can end up with a Squirm, you can end up with a Hektik, and you can end up with a Prospector Pete.